Today's Roblox video that we're going to be playing is quite well lit on the outside, although there isn't much detail on the outside area. It also is a detached tower from a chapel by the looks of it. This is FBR-3 bells. Hello and welcome back to Great British Bells. Now today we're checking out this game, FBR-3 bells, and it's a little chapel with a separate tower, or Campanile as I believe you would call it. Now I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I do have a bit of a stuffy nose, which is affecting my voice a little bit, bit nasally voiced, but there's nothing I can really do about it. For the moment, I think it's hay fever, to be honest. I do suffer from hay fever, but it's just the way it is, just how the world works. So you'll just have to bear with me with that. But I'm still here filming, so clearly I'm well enough to film. So we're at a little chapel, as I said, separate campanile and a little chapel here. I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce this. Well, in fact, I am. Santuario Santi Pietro e Paolo Apostoli. I probably completely boshed that pronunciation, but never mind. I'm sure someone will tell me the correct one in the comments, or at least what it means. Via San Pietro e Paolo, I think. Whatever that means. So it's quite sparsely decorated in here. I mean, I do like the windows. There are some pews as well. There's a cross here, a little bit where the vicar or priest would stand. Two crosses here as well. Some trees on the outside, which is always good. Don't mind some trees. Coming around the back, not really decorated at all, to be honest. Can I even get round there? Well, there's no point anyway. Oh, I'm staring into the abyss, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's got no louvres on this campanile, actually. But without further ado, I think we should go up. So open the door. Flippin' heck. That's one dodgy door. Spiral staircase with no walls. Excellent health and safety, by the way. Also a gap, trip hazard. Lovely health and safety. But here we are in the belfry. So, as you can clearly are you kidding me? As you can clearly see, the tower has absolutely no louvres at all, which means that the bells are quite exposed to the elements, with the birds probably being able to fly in. Although most birds can get through louvres pretty easily, but this would just make it easier. I think they're all the same size, actually. I think that one's a bit smaller. But I don't know which button goes to which, so we'll just have to see. So starting off with whichever one I press. Let's get to ringing them. Here we go. Well, I mean, thank goodness it even has sound. I was surprised it did, but I do quite like that, actually. I think that the game has a little redeeming quality with the sound of the bell. That is quite nice. I think it sounds a bit like a steel bell, you know, because they kind of clang like a bucket. Only the quality of the sound is room for improvement. It does seem to be a common theme through some games, but nonetheless, a very nice sound. Next up, we have the second bell. I believe that was a treble, actually, but we'll see with the other ones. So, without further ado, here's bell number 2. So that was bell number 2. Again, a very nice kind of reminiscent of a steel bell kind of sound. I believe that was the middle range one, so this will be the tenor probably. So without further ado, let's ring the tenor now. So again, another quite nice sounding bell, and I'm glad I actually have got in the right order with the treble, middle, and tenor bells. And now I think we're going to get to ringing them all together before I end off the episode, as I have about half an hour to get this edited and posted. So without further ado, here is all 3 of FBR-3 bells. Well then, because there wasn't much pitch difference between the 3 bells, I do think it sounded a little odd, but also quite enjoyable. I did rather like the sound of them, even though that, the oddity of their pitch variation between the bells, there isn't much difference between the pitches, but it was still rather enjoyable. Kind of reminded me of steel bells, although I don't think these ones are, but I'm kind of sure the sound came from a steel bell. As it does has that it does have that kind of clangy quality that a steel bell would have, I imagine. But yeah, quite a pleasant peal there from FBR-3 bells, and that unfortunately is where I'm going to leave off the video, as I've practically got on the dot half an hour to get this edited and uploaded to the channel. So I've been Great British Bells. I'm just going to wait till I get to the Exit of the tower. I've been Great British Bells. Farewell.